said they were the best
probably
defensive
Washington.
front in the country.
That's
They're
right.
really good.
Joel Klatt,
Yeah.
best defensive front in the country.
They do have one really good defensive player up front, but they're not.
Bear Lawrence.
Bear Alexander.
Yeah. Bear Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's good.
What was he doing? Was he on the sideline for the Colorado game? Where was he? I don't know where he was. So.
No, he was killing people in that game. That at least in the first half that I saw, I didn't pay much attention to what happened in the second half. So that was when USC was giving up all the points.
Yeah, that's right. I took it off. All right, so Marcus, what do you think is going to happen down here today?
Well, 31-20. I picked Texas. I think that OU's got a chance if they can force turnovers and make Quinn Ewers uncomfortable. It certainly is a game that they can win. But I think Texas.
Hey, Mark, the field goal is going to be important. The kicking game is going to be important, particularly field goals.
Yeah, I think we lost Mark.
Okay.
He didn't want to talk to us.
He didn't want to talk anymore to us. Okay.
Appreciate it, though. Very good. Very nice. Countdown to kickoff, Bud Light game time, live in the Trade Pros Heat and Air Sports Animal Mobile Studios, all powered by Chapel Supply. We really pray. Chapel Supply, great people out there. They're a wonderful advertiser. They have helped us immensely because we had a little bit of a generator problem, and they helped us great. So we appreciate them so much. We'll be back. We got a lot more coming up. Can't remember who's next, but
Governor Kevin Stitt.
Let's hope the governor comes by. We'd love to see him. Governor Stitt coming up next, right here on the home of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Sports Animal.
Zero 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 zero. Again, that's 405-730-0000.
Well, the 6 hour smile.
We're your neighbors.
We're your kids' sports coaches. We're your school board and chamber members, your church deacons, your local 4-H club and FFA chapter partners. Long story short, we're real people. We're real Oklahoma pig farmers, and we're real proud of it. To hear from real Oklahoma pig farmers, visit okpork.org/realpork. This message brought to you by Oklahoma's pig farmers and the Oklahoma Pork Council.
The Metal Store is Oklahoma's premier manufacturer of metal roofing, siding, and trim. Oklahoman owned and operated, they have excellent customer service, top-of-the-line software that will make your project seamless. They do the manufacturing in-house and always promise fast and reliable service on every job they do. The Metal Store, Oklahoma's premier manufacturer of quality metal roofing. So give them a holler at 405-348-0800. The Metal Store. It's your one-stop shop for all your metal roofing and metal building needs.
Buckle up, Sooner Nation. This is Oklahoma. There's only one OU. I'm Dorian Jimenez, owner of Classic Chevrolet OKC, located at 8900 Northwest Expressway in the heart of Oklahoma. Classic Chevrolet is the official Chevrolet sponsor of OU football. United in Sooner spirit, being the best is the standard. It's more than a job, it's a calling. We only have one chance to win. We have the inventory, the team, and game plan to get you into your winning Chevrolet. This is OU. This is Classic. Relax, enjoy the difference. Find new roads.
Hey, Oklahoma business owners, did someone tell you that you don't qualify for the employee retention credit? Well, it's not too late to get a second opinion on your ERTC award from the trusted pros at Travis Watkins Tax. It's $26,000 plus interest per eligible employee, but it's a complex beast of a program that changed many times. You're going to want Travis Watkins Tax Team's 25 years of IRS experience behind you. Call the best, 405-451-3399. Travis Watkins Tax.
This college football scoreboard, sponsored by Twin Peaks Restaurants, with 2 locally owned and operated locations in Oklahoma City.
Number 12, Oklahoma takes on number 3, Texas, 2 hours from now inside the Cotton Bowl. Oklahoma State defeats Kansas State last night, 29-21. The Cowboys are 3-2, 1-1 in conference play, and they will host Kansas next Saturday at 2:30. Tulsa goes to Florida Atlantic this afternoon, at 5 o'clock. Big 12, 3 o'clock. Central Florida's at Kansas, 7 o'clock. Texas Tech goes to Baylor, and TCU is at Iowa State. Top 25 today, 11 o'clock. Number 4, Ohio State hosting Maryland, and number 23, LSU is at number 21, Missouri. 2 o'clock today, number 13, Washington State's at UCLA. 2:30 games. Number 5, Florida State hosting Virginia Tech. Number 11, Alabama is at Texas A&M, and number 14, North Carolina is home for Syracuse. 6 o'clock, number 20, Kentucky goes to number 1, Georgia. 6:30 games. Number 2, Michigan is at Minnesota. Number 10, Notre Dame is at number 25, Louisville. And number 16, Ole Miss is home for Arkansas. 7 o'clock, number 17, Miami hosting Georgia Tech. And number 24, Fresno State is at Wyoming. 9 o'clock, number 15, Oregon State is at Cal. And 9:30, number 9, Southern Cal is at Arizona. Don't forget, you can check us out on live stream video on the Sports Animals YouTube page, Facebook, and also the Sports Animal app.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish Devon Injury Lawyer. Visit pepperwinds.com. This is WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City, your home of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Sports Animal, a Cumulus station. Live on the Sports Animal, it's countdown to kickoff and Bud Light game time on the road.
You guys are on?
And we are back. Myself, Al Eschbach, Jim Traber here in the Cotton Bowl, Gate 5. As a matter of fact, Oklahoma, Texas today at 11 o'clock. The game of the day, the biggest game of the day here. 2 ranked teams and 2 undefeated teams. Something that it just seems
the way it should be.
The way it should be and the way it hasn't been. Now, Jim, it would be interesting next year what their Southeast Conference schedule will be before they play each other.
Oh, I know. And after. I mean, imagine.
If you're going to be undefeated coming into this game.
Oh, yeah, right.
No,
that's a great
being
point.
Undefeated, right?
Well, we know they're going to have 3 out-of-conference games, and they'll probably both. I don't know who Texas plays out-of-conference. Matt Meyer, do you know Texas's out-of-conference schedule by any chance for next season?
I can look it up.
We know
I do not know offhand, no.
OU's is Tulane. We did it
Temple,
the other day. Temple.
Maine. And
one more.
That's not very good.
Yeah, that's not very good.
Houston. No.
Yeah, Houston. Yeah, Houston.
Houston.
So, I mean, that's not bad schedule,
No.
but you should win
You
those
should
3
win.
games.
You should win.
And the 3, and I think Maine is the
Will be
game
the
they're going
late
to play,
November
late
game.
Yeah. So, and then we'll just see who they play in the league.
Yeah.
But imagine that. What if
You play Alabama.
Yeah,
before.
or what if you got like
Well,
Alabama and then you play Tennessee and then you play Texas? I mean, what in the world is that going to be? You know, I mean, that's
or
that'd
going to Mississippi or Auburn.
Yeah, go to one of those places. And then,
or LSU.
I know. I know it. It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be tough to be undefeated. Going into
it's
this
going
game.
to be really, really hard. 5-0. 5-0.
That's
Yeah. I think we're getting the
Governor.
Yeah, let's Josh. Once you help him in, he's got a big old entourage. People protecting him and everything. We're gonna have to turn the make sure we turn on the microphone for him too. Governor's coming. How
While
y'all
we're doing that, guys,
Yeah.
Texas next year out of
Texas?
conference. They open up with Colorado State at home.
Okay.
They go to Michigan. They are in Ann
Wow.
Arbor next year.
Holy Moses.
Then they come home for Texas San Antonio and Louisiana Monroe.
Yeah, very good. Here, why don't you put those on so people can hear you? Let's go.
He's styling,
Put that.
man.
Yeah, we got that turned on there. Hold on, we'll turn you on there. So it's good, it's very good. We're gonna be joined by the governor here. We got him.
Testing.
There he is. How are you, big boy?
Man. Look at that, man.
Man, it's so good to be down here with you guys. How you doing,
Good. That's
Jim?
good, man. How you doing?
Big Al,
Great,
how you
man.
doing?
It's
Great
good,
to have you.
good.
Well, we got to ask you, what's the bet? You got a bet with the governor?
Yep. I saw Abbott yesterday. We laid down some Oklahoma craft beer and some Oklahoma certified steaks.
Now you're in with me when you just talk beer, man.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, craft beer too.
Absolutely.
I want IPA.
Now, what's he giving? A barbecue again?
You know, I think he's laying down some barbecue and probably Lone Star beer or something like that.
Lone Star.
Hey,
I've had some Lone Star. In
It's the worst
my time.
beer in the world.
This is funny. Yesterday we were at Ross Perot's ranch, and Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister.
Oh yeah,
he was
there.
So
How was his hair? Was his hair all over the place?
Super disheveled, but a great dude.
Yeah. Okay.
And we walk in, and Abbott's sitting there with talking to Ross, and Abbott sees me, and he's like, "Hey, Boris, do this, do this, do this." With his hook 'em horns.
Right,
and
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, "No, Boris, do this." And Boris is like starting to do the hook 'em down.
Oh my God.
And he's like, "What's this mean, guys? What's this mean?" And then we were explaining the rivalry to him. It was a lot of fun.
Did you tell him to comb his hair one time? That's an amazing haircut over there. He got out of that. He's probably happy.
I told him
That's a tough job.
I said the biggest geopolitical issue we have right now. I said we want to figure out a way to send Harry and Meghan back to the UK.
We would love to send them over. You know, I've been watching that show Suits.
Yeah.
And she's in that.
Yeah.
And every time I see her in the show, I just want to throw up. I'm sorry. I just can't look at her. So listen, one of the big questions we got to ask you before we talk about this game is, we're going to talk about it, the gambling deal, legal. I mean, are we done, dude? What's going on?
We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done. There's I don't know what is it now. You probably know 30 states that have it.
It's at least 30. I think it might even be more now. It's
Okay.
crazy.
So there's great game plans. There's great best practices in New Jersey and some of these other states. We just need to take the best of what we've learned in these other states. Let's implement it in Oklahoma. I've met with the athletic directors both at OU and OSU, and they're not opposed to it. Put a few parameters around it to make sure it's safe for our college athletics, and then let's get it across the finish line.
Let me ask you, what about the Thunder? Are they for it?
The Thunder's for it. I've met with Clay Bennett a couple times, and he would like to see something get across the finish line. And of course, they're excited and pushing for the new
arena,
which
cool.
is going to be really cool. And let's lock them up for the next 25 years in Oklahoma, which would be great for our state. And man, things are going well. Everybody knows Oklahoma's the place to be right now, so we're excited.
But real quick, no timeline on when you might think there'll be some legal gambling.
Listen, I'd like to get something proposed here before the end of the year, and I'll come back on the show with a plan. And then let's get the legislature has to write the laws. And I'd like to see something done next year.
Let me ask you this question. Like, you and I are both fairly conservative.
Yep.
And conservatives normally don't like the gambling, lottery. I mean, they don't like it. It's just normally the way it is. But they do, these guys that are in the legislature, they do understand, right, that they're gambling anyway. Yep. Okay, they're going to Kansas, they're going to Arkansas.
Online.
The Fat Jack, online. The Fat Jack, he's got dudes that just go across the thing, they bet, they got their little, why not bring the money here.
I think there's an appetite to get it done. It's
Good.
It's just about what does it look like? How is it transparent? How are we going to roll it out to maximize the revenue for the state of Oklahoma? But yeah, and how do we do this, the statewide mobile gaming? So I think all those things are being talked about. And if I could write the law, and I've already had it done and across the finish line.
I should write the law.
You should, Jim. You need to get involved here.
You don't need Jim right now.
You don't need me. And let me
need.
tell you something. I got a lot of skeletons. If I ran for something, I'd be in big trouble.
Yeah.
You were like a little good. You were a goody two shoes when you were younger, not me.
What you know? I'm a few years younger than Fat Jack.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
we grew up with him. He was
Yeah.
buddies with my brother. And,
Yeah.
So he
Can
was
tell you
great.
how he led the panty raid in Stillwater?
Panty raid. Yeah. We had a
Yeah.
panty raid in Stillwater. You know that?
No.
Alpha Chi House.
He got
yeah.
busted.
110 people went. I was the only one that got arrested. The only one. Me.
Just your luck.
Yeah. That's all right. That's
Oh,
good.
man.
All right. So listen now. We asked this question to both Dean and Barry Tramel. When you were young, did you come down to this game?
I did. My first time was senior in high school with my buddy Brandon Witt. We drove down after a Norman High football game. We spent the night. It was awesome. So
Party?
We probably went out a little bit. Yeah.
So were your mom and dad, were they OU fans?
Mom and dad both met at Oklahoma State.
That's
and then,
right.
But we grew up in Norman. So dad was an OU fan. Mom was she was kind of true to OSU. But we had season tickets to OU growing up, and then my first job was selling Pepsi at Owen Field. And so with Fat Jack, my brother Keith,
I know Fat, yeah.
and we all were all the kids then in Norman. We all had jobs selling Pepsis, Cokes there. Remember when you used to walk up the stands?
Oh yeah, I love that.
That was my first
when you're
job.
yelling the popcorn, anybody
Yep.
want some
Hot
popcorn?
dog,
Hot
hot
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
That's exactly
good stuff.
right.
By the way, a hot dog sounds really good right now. So what do you think? I mean, this is great when they're both 5-0, huh?
Man, 5-0. Oh, Texas is 3. I think Oklahoma's 12. And man, there's nothing like college football. I met W yesterday, George W. He was,
Oh, really?
He was super pumped. He said, I can't wait to watch the game. I said, are you going? He said, no, I'm going to watch it at home. But he was really excited about the game as well. And obviously he's a big Rangers fan as well.
Yes, he is. Used to own part of the Rangers. Rangers doing well.
Big
Yep.
baseball fan.
But, man, the atmosphere here, for everybody listening, if they haven't been to an OU Texas game, it's just amazing to come down here, walking through the fair. It's just electric here and seeing the crowd, and everybody's hooping and hollering, and you got half the crowd doing the hook 'em and the other half horns down. It's a lot of fun.
Al, how many of you have been to these now? What number is this for you?
Well, it starts 73, covering Switzer. I've been
50.
51 straight games.
Wow.
That's amazing, isn't it?
You're a legend, Eschbach.
I don't know about that.
No, you're right. He is the legend.
He is the
He
legend.
the legend.
Been doing it.
You get along good with Governor Abbott?
I do, yeah. We sent some troops down to the border to support our border mission, and just we have to have strong, secure borders. So me and I think 13 other Republican governors sent troops down there. I was down there with him and visited our troops, and again, I always like to say there's a difference between border security and immigration policy. We have to have good immigration. We need jobs. and
Sure, we
workers.
love people. Yeah,
we love them in
yeah,
Oklahoma, but we have to know. I mean, if you look at the terrorists that are coming through on our southern border,
Oh,
we've got
it's
to know.
sad.
We've got to know who's coming through. It's just common sense.
It's sad. Okay, so what do you think is going to happen here today?
Man, I think it's going to be. I think OU needs to get out to a quick start. I'd like to see them score first, and it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter, and it's not going to be like last year. I'll tell you that.
Well, that was just that was so stupid, so stupid. I can't believe we had to. You should have been doing post game with me and Al. That was a lot of fun. What are you going to talk about after that game? I mean, that was ridiculous. Hey, let me ask you: when your term is up, are you done in politics?
I mean, I'm excited to keep raising my family in Oklahoma.
Is this your boy over here?
Yeah, this is Remington. Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, big boy?
So Remington,
nice.
this is his first OU Texas game, and he's a 7th grader. And
wow.
But I'll probably go back to the private sector of my business.
You know his son named Remington?
Who?
John Brooks.
John Brooks.
Okay.
John Brooks' son's name is Remington.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
But he named it after the track.
Remington's playing football and wrestling.
Oh,
and,
really?
yeah. So.
Oh, that's really
great.
cool.
That's fantastic.
You like being the governor? You like the governor thing, or has it been a little bit of a pain? Yeah, that's my man. He said it's been a little bit of a pain. I love it. Hey, he's truthful. I like that. That's good stuff.
That's beautiful.
He's probably not going to be a politician because he's truthful, right?
That's right. Though.
Hey, we love having you, brother.
Hey,
You're the
appreciate
man,
you
okay?
guys. Thank
Yeah,
you so
appreciate
much.
you
Tell
too.
your family hi.
But yeah, let's get your beautiful wife. Tell her I said hi.
I will.
We loved when you were on the podcast.
Tell Julie I said hi.
Yep,
and,
absolutely.
Boomer Sooner. Let's go take him today.
All right, big boy.
All right, see you guys.
The Governor Stitt. We appreciate you very much coming on. Good stuff. Need to get that gambling going. He's sick of me tired of me talking about that.
Barry's next.
Let's take a break out. Countdown to kickoff. Bud Light Game Time live in the Trade Pros Heat and Air Sports Animal Mobile Studios. We appreciate them so much. Also, don't forget, this is powered by Chapel Supply. They've helped us immensely. I had a little problem with a generator, and they got us and helped it immensely. So appreciate that. And Lexus, the great people at Eskridge Lexus. When we come back, we'll talk to Barry Tramel. I don't know if he's going to make it here, but we will talk to him next right here on the Leader in Sports, the Sports Animal.
Call 405-730-0000. Again, that's 405-730-0000.
Mother sits our smile.
It's football season, or what I like to call ignore the wife season.
I know. It's the same in my house. It's going to take more than a date night this time.
What if we talk the guys into taking us to Grand Casino for a couple days? They could play around at the Fire Lake Golf Course, and we could hit the Grand Spa.
Yes. And then we could eat at the Brazilian Steakhouse Flame or the Grand Food Court. But let's stay away from that Grandstand Sports Bar. They've got like 20 TVs in there. Yikes.
Book your Grand Staycation today and keep the peace at home. The Grand Casino and Resort in Shawnee. Grand Resort OK RevivemensHealthOK.com.
Guys, Revive Men's Health Oklahoma City is making you this guarantee. We will improve the medical condition of your ED or low T, or we'll give you your money back. Book your free appointment today. Call 405-942-3100 or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Mueller, the Chief Oral Surgeon at Doctors Implants. I would say if you have major issues with 4 or more teeth, and a major issue, like a root canal is a major issue, a crown is a major issue. If you have that going on with 4 or more teeth, or maybe a periodontal disease or something else like that, this is something you should come talk to us about. It's something you should know more about.
Teeth were cracking. Teeth were popping out. It hurt my personality because I love to smile. Call now. Don't wait. The difference is amazing. It's changed my life, and it will change yours too.
Now servicing Oklahoma City and Central Oklahoma. Research them at doctorsimplants.com. Receive a complimentary doctor's consultation and CT scan when you call 405-730-0000. Again, that's 405-730-0000.
Mother sits our smile.
This college football scoreboard, sponsored by Twin Peaks Restaurants, with 2 locally owned and operated locations in Oklahoma City.
Number 12, Oklahoma. Number 3, Texas. 11 o'clock inside the Cotton Bowl today. Oklahoma State beat Kansas State last night, 29-21. The Cowboys are 3-2, 1-1 in conference, and they will host Kansas next Saturday at 2:30. Tulsa's at Florida Atlantic today at 5 o'clock. Big 12, Central Florida goes to Kansas at 3. 7 o'clock, Texas Tech is at Baylor, and TCU goes to Iowa State. The top 25 today, number 4, Ohio State hosting Maryland. Number 23, LSU is at number 21, Missouri. Those games are at 11 o'clock. 2 o'clock today, number 13, Washington State is at UCLA. 2:30, number 5, Florida State hosting Virginia Tech. Number 11, Alabama is at Texas A&M. And number 14, North Carolina is home for Syracuse.
Cotton Bowl in Dallas. Weapons of the game, Jim. Biggest weapon.
I mean, I can just keep going with Nicky Anderson, I guess, but I'm going to be really.
I'm tell you what. I got a feeling that the kicking game might decide this thing today.
Yeah,
Field
you've been feeling that. I've been feeling you thinking that. Yeah, could be.
Who knows?
I mean, Graham missed that daggone 36-yarder. I mean, you just can't do that. We were talking out this week about the kickers in the NFL are unbelievable.
Oh, yeah,
they are automatic.
They are.
I mean, they line up for 53 yards.
Yeah.
And it's just boom.
Yeah,
I mean, it's is it crazy?
It is crazy. It is.
They used to miss. They don't miss anymore.
No, they don't miss.
That guy the other day, Gay, his name is Gay, by the way. He kicked 4 50-yarders in one game.
What'd you say? Gay was gay?
No, I said that's his name.
Oh,
Gay.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything wrong.
By the way, Matt, what was that Texas schedule again? With Colorado State, Michigan? Who else? Who the other two they played?
Like 2 nobodies, like
Okay.
Louisiana Monroe and
Wow.
somebody
Going
like
to
that.
Michigan.
Boy, let me tell you something. You can hate Texas, but I'm telling you what now, they play people. They
No
always
doubt.
they play. That's crazy. Michigan.
Wow.
And then they just played a home and home with Alabama.
Yeah. No, they you know, been interesting.
Colorado State, Michigan, Texas, San Antonio, and Louisiana Monroe. So they're at Michigan next year, Texas. Matter of fact, if this is right, Texas goes to Ohio State in 25. According to this website, they're at Ohio State in 25.
Wow.
26, Ohio State goes to Austin. 27, Michigan goes to Austin.
Gee, Chris.
And that's about, then the schedule aren't quite made out yet. But that's what this website says.
You know what would have been an interesting game that never happened this year?
Georgia and OU?
Yeah.
OU and Georgia, yeah.
Yeah. OU and Georgia.
Yeah.
Supposed to happen the week they played SMU, right? Second week of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. By the way, we're waiting on Barry Tramel. Somehow his wife and I think his granddaughters they made it here, but
Barry hasn't.
Tram has not made it yet. Who do you think's in these cars?
I don't know. The president?
I don't know. This is crazy. Got 4 big police riding behind.
They got to be somebody important.
That's somebody really big.
Really, really, really big.
Really important.
Wow.
Maybe it's Barry.
No, because he's going away from us.
Yeah,
they can't get through. I mean, look at this. They're trying to clear the crowd. It's a huge crowd. Just a huge crowd today. Man, Tram's coming the other way. So,
yeah, special teams will be interesting today. A lot of times, games like this, there's always a lot of times an unlikely hero.
I wonder.
You told me last year you thought it was going to be Bevel. I sort of disagreed with you. So
I don't want to rip on him, man. That was just so bad, though. Oh, gosh, that was bad.
He's hurt, not going to play today.
Well, that hurts him. Could hurt him bad. I was going to say something to you that was really good, and then you just went off on the Bevel thing, and I don't remember what it was.
Somebody called me.
I know what I was going to ask you. I wonder what the most blocked punts for one player in OU history. Because Peyton Bowen has played 5 games, and he already has 2. I wonder what that, Matt. Can you find that, Matt? I wonder if that's a stat.
I've never seen that stat in the OU.
No, I haven't either. I haven't seen it either. I just wonder if there is one.
Yeah,
though. But that dude, man, he knows how to play the game, man. He's a good player.
He's a really good player. He is really, really special. I saw someone said they he'd be good too, running back punts. He did it in high school. He's really good.
Oh, he do just about anything.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I love him. You want him on the field,
Yeah. Yeah.
You want the dude on the field. It's very simple.
Yeah.
You want him on the field.
Yeah. Somewhere, some way, you have him out there.
That's what I'm
saying. Because he can do a
yeah.
lot of different things.
Yeah. He's just so good. I'll bet you the amount of money that the defensive coaches sit in their room and go, hey, how can we get this guy on the field? That happens, Al. It does. Guys that are really good and they're young, you think, how can you get them on the field?
Yeah.
But, the problem is that Bowman's really good.
Yeah. Yeah. And, and Key Lawrence had a heck of a year.
Key Lawrence is
a bad angle against
Key
Iowa
Lawrence,
State.
Yeah,
he's had a really good year. You know what's going to be interesting? I wouldn't think. Again, Texas run for 195 yards. So did they play Pearson a bunch today?
I would say no.
But they run the ball, and he's better than the run.
That's a good point. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know either. That's will they play him or Key Lawrence? I don't know.
Somebody has to not play.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't play 7 defensive backs. Which, by the way, it's got to be a nice feeling because it used to be they couldn't find dudes to put out there.
That's one thing. They've recruited really well in the defensive backfield. Really well.
Yeah. Well, I love Williams.
Yeah, Gentry Williams looks like he's one of those. When's the last time, Matt, they've had is it Aaron Colvin, the last lockdown corner they've had? Or Sanchez was pretty good. Sanchez had a lot of interceptions.
Lockdown can mean whatever you want it to mean. Trey Brown was pretty solid.
Yeah, but you didn't find that out till he got to the next level.
Yeah.
What was he, about a 6th-round pick or something like that? I think it was like a late draft pick.
Yeah, and then he played for him. Is he still playing? I don't know if he's still playing.
I think so.
I think he is.
Sanchez was pretty good. He
was pretty good. Brian Jackson, I thought in 2009 was pretty good.
The problem with Sanchez is that he gambled a lot and got interceptions, but he got beat some too. He got beat some too.
Yep.
But
Williams looks like the real deal.
He really does. He does. And he's bigger. He's a bigger guy, which if you look in the NFL, that's what they're doing, That's what they're doing. They're getting a little bit bigger.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. This Vickers kid, the kid from Florida, I think he's going to be a really good player. So, and Venables, they play a lot of plays. And you said early in the year, and you're right. Is he going to play freshman? He's played a bunch of freshmen.
He really is. I think it's going to pay off, Al. I really do. I think that when they get to the SEC, that's going to pay off because these dudes are going to have some experience. And I just think that's really, really important. I really do.
Well, and we mentioned Gary Cook. I mean, they just coach so much better in the secondary.
No doubt.
Better than Riley's bunch and everything. And
who's the defensive backs coach here right now?
They split it. It's the guy from Alabama and a Hall. They got two different ones coaching safeties, one coaching the corners.
Okay. Well, they're doing. It looks like they're doing it right.
Yeah.
Now this will be a great test today, though, because like we talked
best
about,
quarterback they played this year.
Best quarterback and best wide receivers.
Yeah.
Best tight end.
Yeah.
And frankly, best offensive line too.
Yeah.
Running back wise is interesting to them. They're good, but they're not.
They're
they
not
lost.
like they were
Last year. They just my gosh.
No, yeah. OU and Texas not as good at running back this year.
Yeah. Bijan Robinson was a star.
And Eric Gray was really good.
Really good, yeah.
Eric Gray was really good.
He dropped a punt for you guys the other day, and they took him. They got him out for the Giants.
Yeah.
But that's okay. He really is a nice player. Really is.
Well, and what we've seen then, they could when something wasn't there, they'd get something to make something out of extra yards.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to say. I mean, two kids that are playing now, they're good football players, but do they ever break something?
Yeah.
I mean, very rarely, So it's been kind of tough for that, but we'll see. I mean, look, OSU can't run the ball, and they did it against Kansas State.
You're right.
So maybe OU can figure some things out and get it done. Maybe they can get it done. What are you looking at? What do you got? Got something special?
Scooter Proctor says Jackson Arnold scores a late touchdown for the win.
Oh, okay. Jackson Arnold. That's beautiful.
Oh my goodness!
I
want there to be a package for him today.
Oh, I can't imagine there not being one.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's going to be, but
remember they didn't play him last week.
No, you're right. They did.
The game was over with, and then they're not going to, And a lot of times we said, you know what? But I don't want. I want Gabriel in there. I want the guy that can throw the ball right now. That's playing with confidence and everything right now. And
Gabriel's going to play. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about that. Gabriel is definitely going to play, and he's going to be good.
But Arnold, I wonder if there is you see these trucks down there? What are they doing?
It's like a Ford place, and you can go and you can test drive one of their trucks, and you go around. They got places where you can go up and down and stuff.
You know what chance I'd have of doing something like that?
Uh-oh. Look at that truck.
What if they crash?
Look at that truck. I don't know if they can crash, Al. I don't know if they're going to crash. Looks pretty good, but they're driving over there.
You think you might do that to this afternoon after the game?
I'm not going to do anything. No. I got no part of that. I'm going to walk to the stadium, then I'm going to walk back here, then I'm going to walk to my car.
We've taken a lot of steps so far today.
Yes, we have. There's going to be a lot more when it's over, too. Although, it looks like Cisco he's parked over here.
Yeah.
So you're going to just have a short walk.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile, I'm going to walk all the way back over there.
You got a place to eat tonight?
Yeah, we are going to a new place. Julie's all fired up about it. The name of it's called Beverly's.
I bet it's expensive.
Yeah, I think it's not absurdly expensive, but it'll be expensive.
Now, Matt, wasn't there an IHOP like Beverly's in Oklahoma City?
No,
Beverly's Pancakes.
Beverly's
Expressway.
Pancakes is
Okay,
really good.
Yeah.
But this isn't a pancake house.
Okay.
Harry's almost there. Let's go ahead and break.
All right, we're going to take a break because I guess Tram is going to be here soon. And we got Dean Blevins coming up. We got a lot coming up. So we'll see. You going to talk to Dean about maybe pushing back a little bit? I don't know. He may not be able to. We'll figure it out. Countdown to kickoff Bud Light Game Time live in the Trade Pros Heat and Air Sports Animal Mobile Studios. We're for the State Fair at Texas, just inside Gate 5. And we want to thank Chapel Supply because they have helped us immensely. Great people, great advertisers, and we appreciate them very, very much. We are just, a little over an hour away.
Crazy, man.
Ready to
go.
About it. Ready to go.
So long.
Let's get it
It's
going.
here.
OU Texas. Stay with us on the Animal.
Countdown, Kickoff, and Bud Light Game Time on the Light game.
Okay, the clear leader here. Clear leader.
Park Racing and Casino, QC Kinetics, Bob Moore Kia, Air Comfort Solutions, Oklahoma Port Council, Aquascape Pools, and Allison Insurance. Who will be today's clear leader, visionary of the game? Sponsored by Clearsight LASIK and 43 Vision. Visit clearsight.com or 43vision.com for info.
Hey, guys are on.
And we're back. What's up, Alex? Jim Traber, Barry Tramel here at the Cotton Bowl, OU, Texas, at 11 o'clock. The clear leader, Barry Tramel. Who's the clear leader today?
The clear leader is the State Fair of Texas. The
Why is that?
lines to the coupon gates are about 100 yards long, and there's a coupon coupon kiosk about every 200 yards. So,
Yeah, I'm wondering how your wife and your grandchildren made it, but you didn't. Can you explain that to me? What happened there?
I can explain this.
Okay, I want to hear.
You have caught me, Jim, in the foulest of moods. So here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Don't push it.
Okay. I'm just wondering. I mean, Trish came up and said, Barry will be here soon.
Don't push him. Don't push him.
Trish said, Barry will be here soon. Your beautiful granddaughters. I mean, look at him.
The cigar.
Just look at it.
He's pushing it.
Just
out.
a beautiful family over there.
pushing
And
it.
we've been able to, they've graced us. We've watched them, but we couldn't find you. We didn't know where you
pushing
were.
it.
So
He's pushing it. The whole time over here, if I ever get there, I said, if I ever get there and Jim gives me any grief, I'm going to put down my headset and walk off the set. That's the only thing that fueled me through this whole odyssey.
Oh, no. Are these your granddaughters walking over here?
That's two of them.
Look how beautiful. Just beautiful
Old
girls.
fades and
They
shine.
both play softball?
Softball on the right, volleyball on the left.
Oh, cool.
Very nice.
Very cool. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So, Cham, real quick before we get into this game, what about OSU last night, huh?
Well, just as I called it.
Yeah, okay.
Cowboys dominant.
Everybody
They're
picked them to win. Yeah, I hear you.
Bowman was fantastic. The running game was pristine. They made big plays on defense. Just had them all the way.
Yeah, you picked it.
I don't know. Here's the.
Well, I tell you, Will Howard was horrible.
He was. He's
I
not
mean,
good.
terrible.
He was not any good.
Oh, it was horrible.
I don't think he's any good at Missouri. You know what? Here's the deal. What we're going to see today, OU in Texas, we're going to find out if the Big 12 if the Big 12 is Texas and the 13 dwarfs, or OU and Texas and the 12 dwarfs. I think that's what we're going to find out.
I mean, you're probably. I mean,
I don't know who the third best team is.
I don't know either. I don't have any idea. We talked about that earlier today.
I know this. I know of 12 that can't go to Tuscaloosa and stay on the field. I don't think. So, I mean, Missouri.
Right.
You're right. The league is just horrible. The league.
It's I don't know. It's just massive mediocrity.
Yeah, you're right. They're all kind of like, they're all in this little thing over there.
You know what, Perry's not quarterback plays not very good.
That's right. Nobody's got a big time quarterback.
Yeah.
And except maybe these two and somebody. There's one other. Jalen Daniels.
Yeah, that's right. If he can get on the daggone field.
Yeah.
If he's healthy.
I mean, Cincinnati, I've seen his quarterback. He's no good. BYU, Slovis is okay. Slough.
Baylor's no good.
Baylor's no good. Tex, Slough's hurt. TCU, Morris is just so-so.
Yeah.
West Virginia's patching it together without a quarterback.
What a far cry from what it used to be.
Yeah, when Todd Reesing was the sixth best quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
Chase Daniel couldn't make all Big 12. And then he played in the NFL 15 years.
Yeah.
So, no, I think you're right, Al. I think that's it.
So we'll see. Texas, you pick. You still do that every year. You pick the team that won the year before.
Yeah, I stuck with that. I stuck with it last year, which is the same as jumping off the cliff.
Did you know Gabriel was not going to play when you made that?
I didn't know for sure, but
remember
I thought
he came out and warmed up and everything.
I was pretty sure he wasn't.
Yeah,
but I mean, I just stick to my guns.
Yeah,
I picked OU in 05 when
I did too.
Vince Young was going crazy, and OU was too.
I told that's right. Al picked him. I told Al we're sitting right next to each other out here at the fair. I said, Al, I'm sorry until I see Texas beat them, I'm picking OU. And of course, we saw Texas beat them. So
yeah,
with Vince Young. So anyway,
yeah, this is
what I mean, Tram. What All week long we said, how can OSU beat Kansas State? And we saw it. Now, although it's not near as big of a difference, what does OU got to do? I mean, just give me 2 or 3 things that you just feel are really important.
Better quarterback play. Beat them at quarterback, which is not a tall task.
No.
I mean, that might happen even if Texas wins.
They're close. They're very close to each other.
Here's another way. We didn't think there's any way OSU's running the ball on K-State.
Yeah,
I see that at the gym. Yeah,
we don't think OU's going to run on
right,
Texas.
That's exactly
Figure out a way to run on Texas, and hey, you're halfway home.
But did you see in the beginning of that game the plays at OSU? They were doing things that really mixed things up. Then they ran the ball. And by the way, Al said this earlier. We were talking. Ollie Gordon is really, really good, Tram. You agree with that?
I do agree.
I mean, I'm not talking Barry Sanders, but he's really good.
You've been saying that for a while.
Yep.
What do you see on this game? Who's on OU's team that's underutilized to this point?
Sawchuck.
Barnes.
Yeah. Barnes and
Sawchuck.
Barnes and Sawchuck. Look, it's not going to. It looks like it's not going to change. But do you agree with us?
Oh yeah. Barnes and Sawchuck. You guys got to
quit against Florida State. Look how good they looked against a good Florida State team last year.
Let me interrupt this football talk. You guys got a great view here. There's this Ford truck testing.
I know, yeah.
You basically got Ford trucks doing motocross.
Yeah, Al couldn't figure it out. Al was wondering what was going on
That's
over there.
Ford trucks doing motocross. Look them go. That hump is like 3 foot tall, and they're just going to zip right over it.
I wanted Jim to do it.
Yeah, that's okay.
And that's not Ford. I take it back. That's Ram. Dodge Ram.
You're right. It's not
Ford.
Dodge
Ram.
Ram.
You going to try it, Barry?
Dodge Ram. There they go. There he goes.
You're a truck guy.
I am.
Right?
Yes, I am.
And you finally have air conditioning, so that's good.
I do.
We have air. Look at our air conditioning.
It's nice.
It's also a heater.
Who thought we'd need it?
Well, no, we did, but it's a heater, too.
I know, but I thought we'd need the heat, but I've been sweating for the last 20 minutes trying to find this place.
Coldest since 2000 game down here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember the rain?
Yeah. This is nice. I like this.
Yeah, no, this is great weather. Unbelievable weather. So, what else? Anything else grab you around the country today? Can the Maryland Terrapins are they a fake 5-0?
Yes. There's a bunch of them. Bunch of fake 5-0.
Louisville,
okay.
Missouri.
Louisville.
I think Missouri might give LSU a pretty good game.
Well, that's because LSU stinks.
I agree with you. That's what I'm saying.
The Tigers.
Yeah, that's right. It's Tigers against Tigers, right?
Yeah, when they came into the league, the SEC expanded back in whatever that was, or when Missouri came into the league in 2012. The SEC had gotten so big that they had 2 Columbias, 3 Tigers, and 2 James Franklins, the Missouri quarterback and the Vanderbilt coach. So
I did not know that it was James Franklin.
Yeah, James Franklin.
I know it was
the old Missouri quarterback.
I forgot that Missouri's quarterback was James Franklin.
And of course, you got Auburn, LSU, Mizzou, the Tigers.
Hey, by the way, you know what we didn't talk about yesterday? The Big Ten schedule came out.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
I didn't go through it though.
I
couldn't.
It's hard.
I didn't know what to process.
We'll have to delve into it at some point because you're right. It's hard to figure out. I'm going to tell you this.
Let me ask you.
USC's got a schedule.
Did all the Pac teams, are they going to play each other every year?
Oh, USC only plays 2 of them next year. I think
really?
They don't play.
Well, that's madness.
They play UCLA
it's madness,
and Washington. I think they don't play Oregon. I don't think
madness.
So. I think that's what it is. Yeah.
So what kind of schedule USC got?
Oh, they got some. They got
Matt Meyer. They got Ohio State and Michigan.
No, they got one of them, but I think they got Penn State at Penn State. They got, I think, play Michigan. I think at home. Matt Meyer, could you please help us on this? If you could help us on the Big Ten, you don't have to go through all of them, but USC's got to.
I don't know why you wouldn't play the Packs every.
I know it. You should.
It makes no sense.
Here's their schedule.
What do you got?
Now we don't have dates yet, but these are the
home
opponents.
and away though. You got home and away.
By the way, USC's non-con.
Yeah,
they got LSU and Notre Dame both.
Yeah, they better watch.
I mean, I know they always have Notre Dame, but they have LSU. That looks like that's
in Vegas.
In Vegas, yeah, that's right. So their Big Ten schedule, their home games are games in Los Angeles, Nebraska, Penn State, Rutgers, and Wisconsin.
That's
so the Penn State game is the major one there.
Yeah,
they go to Maryland, Michigan, Minnesota. Of course, UCLA and Washington.
Well, pretty good.
I mean, it's a good schedule, especially with LSU and Notre Dame.
Yeah, Lincoln won't have to worry about
Yeah,
it.
he'll be gone. He'll be gone.
Hey,
He'll
listen,
be gone.
Coaching the Chicago football Bears.
But remember, guys, they're going to have a new quarterback.
Who, the Bears?
No,
too.
USC. No,
Caleb Williams.
Although he looked really good Thursday night, Justin
That's
Fields.
why you can trade him. Trade him right now.
They might have to
Trade him
yeah.
right now to somebody that needs a quarterback.
And the Bears have Carolina's pick too.
Yeah.
That'd be unbelievable if they got if they could get number 1 and number 2. Would that be crazy?
Right.
Wow, you talk about some leverage.
Hey, Texas goes to Michigan next year.
Did you know that? And then the year after they go to Ohio State. And then Ohio State comes to them, and then Michigan comes to them.
And Michigan comes to Norman in 25.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Michigan comes to Norman 25, and OU goes to Michigan 26.
I tell you, I bowed down. I wouldn't be doing it, but I bowed down to OU and Texas. They're playing people, even when they're going in this new league.
Yeah.
I know you love that, Tramel.
I do love it.
The Big 12, though, let's talk about it. Who is the third best team?
Right now, I got to say West Virginia.
I think you just got your answer. No, no one knows.
I know he couldn't talk.
None of us did. I mean, I
they're
don't know who it
2-0,
is.
and they haven't played Houston or Cincinnati.
You know what? And their one loss, they didn't play Penn State too bad.
They played pretty good.
I mean, Penn State ran away from them at the end, but they hung with Penn State
Hey,
for a
West
little while.
Virginia is one of the best stories in the country so far. They
So
really
far.
are. They got picked last. Yeah, right. They could lose every game. Remember Kansas last year? They went 5-0, and then they lost six or seven. But yeah, they're West Virginia's a really good story.
Yeah.
That guy's a good coach. We know that.
That is right.
It's just been kind of falling apart here lately.
Yeah, that is right.
Look at the crowd over there getting tickets.
It's crazy. It's
That is
crazy
just
talk.
unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Let me ask you, is it more people jamming around the fan today than usual, or is it?
No, it's bad. Over right in front of the stadium's a madhouse.
Okay, yeah,
that's going to put me in another foul mood here in about 10
listen,
minutes.
now listen, dude, you got to go that way and go around.
Yeah, get on that side.
Get on that side.
Right.
Get on that. Don't try to get through.
Yeah, just go over here, take a right, go down to gate 6, and then go around.
Where the press box going to be to
for
the
the
left.
press box. Because if you try to go through that mass of humanity,
You're
you're in big trouble.
You're right.
Might be on the ground. I
got to get over there by 10:30. Greg Sankey's having a press conference.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That might have been who was coming through on that
Probably was.
motorcade y'all saw.
You know what?
Probably was.
It probably was.
A couple people
Unless
texted that.
Sankey.
I
Might have been Baker Mayfield.
I would have predicted helicopter arrival for him, for Sankey.
Yeah, it might have been Baker Mayfield
could have
because he's
been
the picker.
ESPN. I'll bet it was Baker
Because they're
Mayfield.
right over there. It might have been Baker Mayfield.
Mayfield.
Yeah,
We should have waved that. Baker. Baker's been making the rounds.
By
He
the
was
way,
on our morning show.
Sankey said the schedule is going to be out next month. The
Oh, did he?
SEC dates. Yeah.
So in November.
Well, here's the deal. Somebody at A&M leaked the schedule. I don't know if it's the right one or not.
Really?
Yeah. Theirs. So OU's not involved in it.
Then when do they play Texas? Is it going to be November?
I didn't see it. Somebody told me that happened.
Don't you think A&M and Texas should go back to be playing Thanksgiving weekend?
I think they will.
Well, you'd have Auburn, Alabama that weekend too.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But OU's not going to have a rival to play. Missouri?
Yeah, that's going to be the Thanksgiving situation. Yeah.
They probably play Missouri late.
Yeah.
All right, I know you want to get over there. You're itching, and you
am itching.
You have a hard time. You got a lot of
Hard
things
time.
happening. So tell us what you got in this game.
I got 34-24 Horns. I always pick the team that won last year, and Texas has better in the lines, so that's a good place to start.
Here's my last question for you. If Texas wins today and they run out and OU runs out and then OU beats Texas in the championship game, which one goes?
I think Texas ought to go.
Well, that's what Alan
because they beat Alabama.
That's
you know what? I agree with you, but they say championships mean something. I would think I'd agree with you with the Alabama win.
If it's close. It's close, then that does matter.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would be close if Alabama's, involved. So
yeah,
that's what I got.
All right. I think probably that's what would happen because not only would they have beaten Alabama, but they have beaten OU too.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
And OU's beating Texas, and that's it. I mean, it's
a
pretty big difference.
I
I'll tell you what, OU fans would be livid. Oh my God!
Well, they'd have to. Well, they can get over.
Although OU gets treated so well in that
They've
room,
always been treated well.
maybe they'll get treated well again.
Maybe so.
All right, Tramp. Thanks, man.
See you guys.
Appreciate it. Hope you have a good trip back. A little bit better than the one coming here. Countdown to Kickoff Bud Light Game Time live from the Trade Pros Heat and Air Sports Animal Studios. And it's we want to appreciate powered by Chapel Supply. We appreciate them so much. Chapel Supply has been great. And this is all driven by Eskridge Lexus. We are about an hour away from game time. When we get back, we will talk to Mr. Dean Blevins right here on the home of the Thunder, the Animal.
Countdown to Kickoff and Bud Light Game Time on the road. Sponsored by Eskridge Honda, Paris Devon Injury Lawyers, Travis Watkins Tax, Triple Play Home Services, Twin Peaks, Chapel Supply, and Interurban. The excitement is almost here. A fresh new season. The Oklahoma City Thunder storm the court in just 18 days. Every play, every shot, every game of the Oklahoma City Thunder is on the flagship station, 98.1 FM. WWLS The Sports Animal, thesportsanimal.com, and the Sports Animal app.
We're your neighbors. We're your kids' sports coaches. We're your school board and chamber members, your church deacons, your local 4-H club and FFA chapter partners. Long story short, we're real people. We're real Oklahoma pig farmers, and we're real proud of it. To hear from real Oklahoma pig farmers, visit okpork.org/realpork. This message brought to you by Oklahoma's pig farmers and the Oklahoma Pork Council.
Farming and ranching is more than what you do. It's who you are. At Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, we understand when your livelihood is connected to your farm or ranch operations, you need insurance protection you can trust.
Are you there?
Peace of mind we've been proudly offering for over 75 years. Oklahoma Farm Bureau Insurance, made of and made for Oklahomans. Visit okfbinsurance.com today to find an agent near you.
The Metal Store is Oklahoma's premier manufacturer of metal roofing, siding, and trim.
I didn't know Michigan. I didn't know he was playing
They have
Michigan in
excellent
25. I
customer
forgot
service
about that.
and top-of-the-line software that will make your project seamless. They do the manufacturing
Well, I
in-house
don't know
and
how good it's
always
going to look
promise
if
fast
Texas is
and
playing him. I
reliable
know you
service
says
on every
no.
job they do. The Metal Store,
But
Oklahoma's
I wouldn't
premier
play 'em.
manufacturer of quality metal roofing. So give them a holler at 405-348-0800. The Metal Store. It's your one-stop shop for all your metal roofing and metal building needs.
Bob Howard Auto Group brings you the next generation of online car buying that puts you in control. Take advantage of over 1,200 new and over 1,000 pre-owned vehicles in stock. Thanks to the buying power and selection of 8 dealerships and 12 brands. Shop BobHowardAuto.com and enjoy the ease of buying with instant appraisals and online checkout powered by Acceleride. All from your home, office, or on the road. Purchase your next vehicle entirely online at BobHowardAuto.com. BobHowardAuto.com.
5 on the road. Oh, Texas.
Hi,
That's right.
I'm
Texas.
Dr. Andrew Mueller, the Chief
Only
Oral
3,
Surgeon at Doctors Implants. I would say if you have,
Matt, are you there?
I think if you have,
what's up?
Listen,
issues
dude,
with
let's
4 or more teeth, and a
let's
major issue
speed
like a
this
root
up
canal is a
little
major
bit.
issue.
We'll do shorter
A crown
segments
is a
with these
major
guys
issue. If you have that
because
going
it is
on
gonna
with
be
4
where
or
they
more
have us
teeth,
this year,
maybe
it
a
is gonna
periodontal
be
disease
really
or
tough
something
for me
else.
now.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean,
So-
whenever y'all need a break,
Yeah.
that's
So just
fine.
Should know
let's,
more about.
Teeth were
try to get out of
cracking.
here a little
Teeth
bit earlier
were
than we normally
popping out. It hurt my
I know
personality
that
because
makes
I
it a little
love
bit
this
harder
man.
on you.
Call.
What are we doing
Call
during the game?
now.
ESPN Radio?
Don't-
ESPN. Yeah.
This is amazing. It's changed my life, and it will change yours too.
Do you go home
Now
during
servicing Oklahoma.
Oh, no, I stay up here.
Research them at doctorsimplants.com.
Halftime, go get something to eat, come back,
Doctor's consultation and CT scan.
Yeah, the way
and
that
you
they
call
go in college,
405-730.
halftime, you can go have an
Probably
8-course
go sit
meal
down
on your back.
somewhere.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
5
Probably go to some restaurant. And sit
Yeah.
down.
0.
Mother sits
Why they
our
have
smile.
cut it down?
We want to see ya echolity.
Yeah, only thing I can
The
think about
band.
is just
To look like
That's what
well,
it is. Al
the
just said the
bands.
band.
I hate you.
but also more halftime sponsors,
Yeah,
more time to
revenue.
make money.
Yep, more
in your
revenue.
hair. Actually,
You're right.
to be, I'd love to have sexy poopy hair like
NFL
yours.
is
Corey,
so nice,
you know what's
man.
even sexier than my
Go to the
hair? No,
bathroom,
to be,
get a
I don't
drink,
think
and
you
the
know,
next thing you know,
Corey.
it's starting
Corey,
up
our
again.
inventory. We have the sexiest and the largest inventory in Oklahoma, and the best 2 beers in town. Oh, Sabi, nobody beats
NFL does
Kalikia.
about
Corey,
everything.
nobody.
Don't wait because it's life-changing to get rid of your readers and your bifocals.
Everything
stuff, though. They
changed
really
when
are
Tom
sucking
had
into
his
this.
lens
They love
replacement
it.
at 43 Vision.
I mean, I wish college would go to NFL halftime, which is like 12 minutes.
Yeah, we're
And
in.
when
That's
I
what we're
read,
talking about.
watching
Yeah, NFL.
And
That's what we want.
is
and the more of the NFL timing. The college has changed their timing a little bit, but it's still not quite the NFL.
Probably.
Like last 2 minutes in
Yeah.
college,
Continue doing
first down stops the clock. The NFL just keeps going.
Yeah.
Wish they would, but
goals either for the first time in their lives or for many.
those things work. Follow the money, and that'll tell you why they do things about
Well,
anything.
And then
But we also don't have to worry about cataracts in the future.
Enjoy 36 months interest-free financing on lens replacement from
that sucker just
by the
starts
team
running
of
again.
doctors
Go out
at
of bounds,
Clearsight
here it
LASIK.
comes.
Call 883
Right.
or
Which is good
visit
for us, 'cause it means quicker,
43vision.com.
Yeah, they go quicker. Right.
Vision means,
Glasses free after 43.
and you are going to love what you see.
The College Football Scoreboard, sponsored by Twin Peaks Restaurants. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Number 12, Oklahoma. Number 3, Texas, less than an hour away inside the Cotton Bowl. Oklahoma State beats Kansas State last night, 29-21. The Cowboys 3-2, 1-1 in conference play, and they host Kansas on Saturday at 2:30. Tulsa goes to Florida Atlantic today at 5 o'clock. Big 12, 3 o'clock. Central Florida is at Kansas. Texas Tech is at Baylor at 7. Also at 7, TCU goes to Iowa State. 2 games in the top 25 at 11 o'clock. Number 4, Ohio State hosting Maryland. And number 23, LSU is at number 21, Missouri. 2 o'clock today, number 13, Washington State's at UCLA. Also at 2:30, number 5, Florida State hosting Virginia Tech. 2:30 game, number 11, Alabama's at Texas A&M. And number 14, North Carolina is home for Syracuse. 6 o'clock, number 20, Kentucky is at number 1, Georgia. 6:30, number 2, Michigan is at Minnesota. Also number 10, Notre Dame is at number 25, Louisville. And number 16, Ole Miss hosting Arkansas at 6:30. 7 o'clock, number 17, Miami is home for Georgia Tech. And also at 7, number 24, Fresno is at Wyoming. 9 o'clock, number 15, Oregon State is at Cal. And 9:30, number 9, Southern Cal hosting Arizona. Don't forget, you can see all the live feeds of all of our shows today on the Sports Animal app and also our Facebook and YouTube pages.
Broadcasting sponsored by Parish.
Dean's ready. Instincts of the game here for Dean.
WWLS-FM, The Village, Oklahoma City, your home of the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Sports Animal, a Cumulus station. It's time for the Interurban Restaurant's Instinct of the Day with Dean Blevins. What might happen today across the college football landscape? What might happen today across the college football landscape? The Interurban Restaurant's Instincts of the Day on WWLS, The Sports Animal. Live on the Sports Animal, it's countdown to kickoff. And Bud Light game time on the road.
Hey, Dean's ready. You're on.
And we're back. What's up, Al Eschbach, Jim Traber, Dean Blevins at the Cotton Bowl, OU, Texas, 11 o'clock kickoff. And Dean, I know instincts the late Robert Ross would love to come down to OU Texas football games.
Oh my God, he lived through that, and his memory will last forever. And he is loved and adored, of course, by his co-owner, Rusty Leffler, and the Interurbans. I tell you what, I wish they had an Interurban here right now, guys. I haven't eaten. I wanted to get the press box. I'm up here now. I wanted to get some food before I got up here. But anyway, the instincts for me of the day otherwise are that this is definitely a litmus test for Oklahoma, and it is critical that they get off to a good start. It would be great if they got off to a great start, but you really, after last year for sure, but just in general, just a matchup like this, you want to get off strong and have a surge of confidence.
If you're Brent Venables and you win the coin toss, what do you do? Do you know?
Well, I thought about it, Jim. I think I might play defense. But what are you guys thinking?
I would definitely play defense. Dean, you know, as a player, the nerves that the players have early in this game. Gosh, we saw Spencer Rattler fumble the ball twice in the first possession. The game that Caleb Williams came and won for them. I'd play defense in this game. What about you, Jim?
I agree. I would do that as well. And then, I would work my tail off to get that back-to-back possessions, at the end of the first half. Dino, that's a big deal when you can get that,
Oh, it is. It is. I think the team that pressures the quarterback the most has a big advantage in this one. And Oklahoma isn't where Brent wants it. He said it repeatedly that we're not close to where I expect us to be. Texas is pretty well where they want to be, so you kind of know how that matchup is. So Brent is going to have to do some things, which he's fully capable of doing. But even a guy as smart as Brent, that there are risks associated with that. So if you're going to be pressured, if you're going to come with blitzes and try to do some things they haven't seen, you've got to be solid elsewhere so that you don't get burned. But I'd like to make Ewers prove on this stage, that under pressure that he is the guy.
Well, I got to tell you, I mean, you watch it even closer than we do, but I mean, against Iowa State, Dean, I very rarely did I see them send less than 5 people. I mean, he is getting after it. I mean, and I love that. I love the aggressiveness there. And I think that today, I think you're right. I think he'll come after Ewers really, really hard, see what he can do. Now, if Ewers makes some big plays, then you may have to pull back a little bit, right, Al?
Yeah, no doubt. And I wonder if the freshman Adewari, who has shown some flashes of rushing the passer, if maybe he's ready to get more snaps today.
Yeah, I don't know, but you'll see who they believe in today. I mean, this is the game that you wait for. And so whoever trots out there today, there's a reason for it. And all I can tell you is that I think it's going to be hard to win, but I feel a lot better seeing this quarterback down here who we know is going to play this year. Last year, that was just so bizarre and unfun, just knowing that you weren't going to score. You were going last year, you were going to have to win a 7-10 game. And we saw that didn't happen with that defense. This is a different year. And this is a chance for Brent to get out there on the stage. And yes, it does impact recruiting.
Yeah, last year, Al picked Bevel to have a great game. So
yeah.
We were, talking about that.
A great point that we do. OU's defense was bad in this game last year.
Oh, it was
really, it
terrible.
was horrific.
Worse
So
than that.
the defense better step it up today because Texas tore them apart last year.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
I think they were a little bit when they saw the offense at OU was
You're
running.
right.
It was a little bit harder to play defense because, like Dean just said, 10-7. The minute they got 14 points, you think, my gosh, this game's over.
And
right?
Bijan Robbins was a difference maker.
Always unbelievable. Yeah,
He
unbelievable.
is. These Texas backs are really good, but Bijan would be one of the, what would you say, Ricky? It'd be one of their top 3.
Yeah, without a doubt, Dean.
Hey,
yeah.
Dino, listen, man, we appreciate you coming on a little bit late. We've had a big day today, lots of the governor. We had a whole bunch of things, but we always love having you on. So give us real quick your score today, Dino.
Well, I have to see it to believe it. I just watched Texas enough to know that I think they're real. The Alabama game just convinced me. I think that Oklahoma, I know Oklahoma can win this game, but if you're wanting an honest answer, I think it's a double-digit game win for Texas. But that doesn't mean that it can't happen. Last year was a completely different deal than this. This is an opportunity, and we'll see if they can take advantage of it. It's a big test.
All right, Dean, thanks. We'll see you over there, okay?
Okay, guys. Take care.
Dean Blevins, ladies and gentlemen, from Channel 9. Always here him with us every day at about 5:20, 25 in that neighborhood.
Not on Saturdays and Sundays.
No, that's not. No, not those days. Only Monday through Friday. Countdown to kickoff, Bud Light Game Time, live in the Trade Pros Heat and Air Sports Animal Mobile Studios from the State Fair of Texas. We really want to thank the great people at Chapel Supply. They've helped us immensely this weekend with some generator problems that we had. Great advertisers. We love them very much. Also, we love Eskridge Lexus. We'll be back down there in a little while. Next weekend, right? We be in Norman next weekend?
No, it's no game next week.
You're right. I won't be in Norman. The weekend after that, right?
We'll be playing poker next week.
That's right. The weekend after that.
Yeah.
But that game hasn't a time yet, right?
No.
Okay. I think it's going to be 11 a.m. I think they said, what's Al Eschbach want? I think 11 a.m., so I think they're going to put that. All right, we'll talk to Mr. Craig Humphreys next. You'll get our final thoughts as well on the animal. Don't go away.
Sooners led 42-7 at the half. Rocky Kalmus had an interception return for a touchdown, basically with one hand, picked off Chris Sims in that game. And Oklahoma's season would only get better and better from there. That is your genesis of winning moment. Will something like that happen today? Al, Jim, and Craig Humphreys give you their keys for a Sooner victory next on Countdown to Kickoff.
Countdown to Kickoff and Bud Light Game Time on the road. Sponsored by David Stanley, Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, Trade Pros Heat and Air, Advanced Laser Center, T&W Tire, The Metal Store, and the Car Crash Clinic.
Guys, Craig's ready. Here we go. How's it going?
Hey, we're back. Jim Traber, here's the Cotton Bowl, joined by Craig Humphreys. And Craig, Jim just told me the line has moved down to 3.5. Texas by 3.5 now.
Well, I just, on scores and odds, it's still 4.5. But I looked at that this morning. I was surprised that it had gone down to 4.5. And if it's 3.5 now, I don't understand it, Al. I really don't. I know OU has covered every spread, so maybe it's a reaction to that. And OU is putting up the numbers, right? What, number 3 nationally in scoring, number 7 nationally in passing. But I don't get it. I am surprised.
Yeah, and Mark Rogers texted me. That's how I got that 3.5. Well, I'll tell you what. There's a little bit of a middle in this game now. It was 6.5 before. If you'd have bet, OU getting 6.5 and now bet Texas minus 3.5, you got a chance to get a little bit of a middle there. But I don't know, Craig. I think that people maybe aren't totally sold on Texas. I know there's a lot that are, but I think maybe there's people that just aren't sold on them yet. And OU has looked good. I mean, they have looked good, Craig.
They have looked good, and a lot of the gambling community, as you know better than I do, Trabe, they go on history, and especially recent history. And over the last decade or so, I mean, OU has had the best of this series. So maybe they're looking at that. They're not looking at last year. I think they just throw last year out. Hey, listen, it's two good teams, two really good offenses. I'm intrigued on the defenses in this game, Al. Can OU hold up against the running game, especially against, Jonathan Brooks, that sophomore running back? He's had 3 straight 100-yard games, had 218 last week. I still think it comes down to can you – I don't think OU has to run for more than Texas, but they got to run for, at least 125, 150 yards, right, Al?
They got to do it some way. I don't think they can just line up and smash Marcus Major into it.
Like what OSU did last
agree.
night, Craig. What OSU did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first time in a long time that they've had any daggone imagination. And what did it do? It opened up the running game, right, Craig?
It was great. It was great. They had reverse pass, and you're exactly right, Trey. And that's what you've been saying. You got to pass to run the ball, and I agree with that in a way. I'm just saying eventually you got to be able to run the ball some and keep that Texas offense off the field. And I think Texas will do. I think that's a real key. Can the OU defense keep Texas from having these long drives?
Well, you know what, Al? OU under Bob Stoops was unbelievable when they had like a 7-point lead with 4 minutes to go.
Oh, yeah, run the clock.
They'd run that clock down.
I
wonder if OU – I don't know if OU can do that.
I don't know
now.
And they've had so many good backs that could – Eric Gray and all those
unbelievable.
people.
And you keep on going.
Kennedy Brooks,
yeah,
games.
Averaging 8 or 9 yards a carry. So I don't know if they get in it. It'd be a great position for OU to be in. You'd like to see it. I just don't know if they can do that, Craig.
Texas has been building to this, and I just think, honestly, I think Texas is a little further along. I think OU's on a great track from what we've seen this year, and maybe by the time they get to the SEC, they're going to be in better shape than we thought they would be. But right now, for today, I just think Texas is a little further along.
Yeah, and they got to come in here confident. When you go to Tuscaloosa, okay, how good Alabama is.
That's
When
right.
you go to Tuscaloosa and win, that's a massive win.
Great win. Yeah.
Massive. Yeah. No question. Has OU improved? I mean, last year they're giving up 461 yards a game, 30 points a game. Yes, they're far better than last year, but we'll see how they stack up today.
Craig, who's the third best team in the Big 12? By the way, the Big 12 stinks other than these two teams, but who's the third best team, Craig?
I think it is West Virginia. I had West Virginia number 4 when we did our ratings, and I had K-State number 3 when we did our ratings this week. But I do think that you got to give West Virginia credit for what they've done this year, right?
Well, I mean, they went to TCU and won now.
Yeah,
Not that TCU's great, but
they didn't get slaughtered by Penn State. That game was,
yeah, they ran away at the end.
I mean,
scored
so,
touchdowns.
yeah.
West Virginia. Wow, they were picked last in the league, Craig. You know that? Last.
That's crazy. No, that they're a surprise. We talked yesterday, some guys, about the surprise of who's still undefeated. Louisville, now we'll see against Notre Dame tonight. Maryland, we'll see against Ohio State. Kentucky, we'll see against Georgia. Missouri, we'll see against LSU. And even Washington State is still sitting there undefeated, right?
Yeah.
So,
crazy.
It really is. Any other game today, Craig, that you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to Alabama A&M. I mean, we've talked about that one a lot, but I think I'm on the Alabama side. I just trust Alabama more than A&M, but that's a very intriguing game. What, Trabe? A&M, Alabama favored by, are they still
2.5?
in that
It was
game?
2.5 last time I
It's
saw.
up to 2.5.
I don't know if it's
Okay.
changed, but it was down to
and
1.
Then Notre Dame, Louisville, I think is a very intriguing game.
Yeah, Louisville, I've only watched a little bit of them, but they got a pretty good quarterback.
New coach this year, too.
New coach, and he's a pretty good quarterback. So, I don't know. We'll see. Notre Dame now, they're playing a schedule, are they not? But they weren't expecting Louisville to be undefeated when they played them, I'm sure.
That's right. Yeah, three straight. And can Notre Dame hold? I mean, it's hard to play 3 really big games, get fired up that much 3 times in a row. And like you said, Trey, Jack Plummer, who played at Purdue, came over there with Rom for Louisville. That's going to be an interesting matchup with the Fighting Irish.
Yeah, he's good. All right, Craig, how many of these have you been to down here, my man?
It's right at 50 out of the last 57 years. And I know that anything can happen. I know we haven't had as many surprises in recent years. I would love to see a surprise today, but I just don't think we're going to see it. I've got Texas 34, OU 24.
Winner of this game, 72% chance of getting into the playoff, Craig.
72%.
72%.
Wow.
And by the way, it's like 87% that these two are going to meet in the championship game.
Yeah. Well,
golly.
and we talked about the fact that TCU last year, they didn't win the Big 12 title game and still went to the playoffs, made it all the way to the final game. I don't know. It's going to be real intriguing to see what happens down the line.
Boy, it's a good thing. It's a good thing that OU's better, because if they were like they were, last year, this league would be pathetic.
Atrocious. It'd be a cakewalk for
at least OU and Texas are both good. Hey, so what you got? You said what you got? 10 point. What's your spread on the game?
10. Yeah, 34-24. Texas by 10.
All right, Craig. We appreciate you very much. Thanks.
Thanks, Craig.
Guys, enjoy the game.
See ya.
Craig Humphreys every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. All right, Al, give me some final thoughts.
Oh, I think you're coming in here thinking Texas is a better team because of what they did at Alabama. Oklahoma's better. They haven't really beaten anybody. So you go with that, and I'm going with Texas 31-24.
All right. I'm in the same neighborhood as you. I'm going to go 34-31. I think it'll be a classic, but I think Texas just a little bit better than OU. But, hey, it's great to come down and have a chance to win, and both teams do, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Matt Meyer, please tell the people what we got coming up.
ESPN Radio will keep everybody up to date, not only on Oklahoma, Texas, but all the college football going on around the country, and then football feedback with you guys live from the State Fair immediately following, and the College Locker Room show after that. So we've got it all covered for you today here on the Sports Animal.
And next up, we're going to hear from Brent Venables. Is that correct?
Venables coming up next. That's right. We'll hear the head coach coming up.
All right, it's countdown to kickoff, Bud Light game time. We'll be back after the game. You'll hear your head coach next right here on the Sports Animal, thesportsanimal.com, and the Sports Animal app.